Hello, ladies, gents, and demonic entities trying to convince me to run naked into traffic. I am, as I start recording this, trying to remember, did I, you son of a whore, did I remember to restart the dryer so that my clothes become dry? Because you see, I've had this dryer for the last 15 years plus. Has not failed yet, but it does take longer to dry my clothes. How dare it? Probably there's a pile of lint built up somewhere and it will slowly raise my risk of catching my entire house on fire. But for now, I remedy the problem simply by running the dryer longer, and the problem solves itself. Who cares about the buildup of a possible risk of death when I can conveniently ignore it until it's too damn late and I lose all of my property? Quite the simple choice there is such a silly thing to even consider. The alternatives. Of course, I will just do this easiest, most convenient path, regardless of the long-term detriment that may incur upon my person. Let me go out there right now, make sure that I did restart it. You see, this was a machine built before planned obsolescence, before your iPads and your Android phones would screw themselves up with garbage updates that ruin their operating system. What a nightmare of a jungle that we have going right now. I'm going to keep going though. It's gonna happen. Before those Android updates made your phone slower on purpose so that you would go out and get yourself a new phone. I am just dropping. Oh, baby. I am assuming the exit is this path. Hey, look, a 15-second dark jungle level. That has no business happening. So I expect your profuse and copious claps upon my back. For that was truly... bruh. You could call this speedrun slightly delayed by the current state of affairs. How terrible. Before planned obsolescence, they created my gorgeous washer dryer machine. Bought that shit with the house almost 20 years ago now. Unk over here buying property. This is not the path. We are now just committing to this fate. I honestly not anticipated that he would boomerang me when I was just hanging. I was hanging. I didn't even get to his anus, to the presence of his filthy visage. Fine, I'll use this. Use this man for my own devices. So. Oh, please. Let me go. Let my people go. All right. Incredible stuff. Is it blowing your mind right now that there was a time where you could buy anything at all that was mechanical or electronic, and it wouldn't just break in the span of 1 to 3 years if you're lucky? Yup. Indeed. Uncle Bargo comes from a time where you did expect things not to break apart and for things to be kind of reliable. Okay, buddy, let's follow procedure, okay? That is not what I wanted to grab. Not a huge problem. I think it's this way, actually. Yeah. Slightly nightmarish exit. Pretty bad. Well, we can make it up with this jetpack plus teleporter, all right? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. really didn't expect the exit to be so beautiful. Beautifully arranged. Been really enjoying my time doing... Sure. That's not the path. Oh. Huh! Ha! Did not expect me to be so incredibly based. Been really enjoying my time doing some Speedlunky plus Binding of Isaac. I do always think about branching out, though. Not branching out, but, you know, whenever I get into a rhythm of recording certain video games, the constant bother and nagging voice of do something else, do something else will always come to haunt me. I have this, what would you call it, pathology? Would you call it ethos or idiosyncrasy? I have this thing where I just need variety. I need variety. It's a nightmare. Never mind, that was a dream. Beautiful, come true. I cannot stick to just the one thing. I enjoy 2 to 3 games going at once. Right now, after I finish Xenonauts, I am playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. My beautiful teleporter. I dropped it. Oh, baby. Huh, no strategy unlocked. Go all the way to the bottom and then teleport up to the exit. I had not even considered that option. Incredible. New strats unlocked, baby. All right. Wow. I should have been punched to death right there. You scum lord. You do this to me. Oh, I had such a good one. I had wasted. I really need to. I should have, instead of, instantly restarting with salt in my heart. That sounds like a terrible condition. I really should look into that. I should have checked what was the pace, because I remember spending about 22 seconds getting the items that enabled that to happen. And it's like, was it worth it? That is such a great question to answer. So if you wouldn't mind to tell me in a comment, what was the pace of that run? By the time this recording is done, I will have no memory that I was wondering about this, So if you could tell me in the comments, how far along was I? And so I can tell whether it was worth it to spend so long getting the items. That spider defending my ass from being forcefully inserted. This is not the path. But a bomb will come to the rescue. Don't worry about it. Already triggered. Didn't even bother to whip because I noticed the arrow shaft. But all these thoughts that have, oh baby, branching out. I just had this great idea for a video series. It has nothing to do with video. Actually, tangentially, it does have to do with the video games, because now and then I will surprise myself thinking back about, video games that I have played, but more specifically about waifus that I have enjoyed in video games and also shows. Historically, I could basically trace back my media history through the crushes I've had on female characters throughout the times. It started with Akane and Ranma 1/2. Is that the official name of the show? Do you say Ranma half or Ranma 1/2? I think this is the way. I hate you, frog. That was terrible. It started there, moved on to Gargoyles and Eliza, or another name that I do not know how to say in English because I watched the Spanish dub. Eliza? Lisa? Don't know even the name in English. Also Demona, also Angela. It was a tumultuous relationship by the... What is this nightmare jungle, buddy? Holy crap. That was awful. That was the Crushes in Gargoyles. Then, of course, my incredible Dragonlance love affair on Laurana being, being the object of my affections. Kitiara was also pretty good. I enjoyed her. Video games start taking over. You might think, oh, classic Ares simp. No, no, no. My man, I need a path through. No. I was a Tifa main. It's like, why can't I get with this super hot childhood friend? Instead, I have to go for the flower girl. I don't give a crap about the flower girl. This is Final Fantasy VII I'm speaking of. My alarm is going off, but I am too active. I am too into the events unfolding there. Turn off that stupid alarm. The alarm literally says, get something done, because otherwise I'll vegetate like a piece of shit and do nothing throughout the evening, just play my video games until the entire evening has evaporated. So the alarm tells me, hey, get something done. And most of the time it works. Okay, that's the way. That's the way. You know what? I'm just gonna leave you there, buddy. He was not pleased by it, but kind of need those bombs. I mean, this run is already trash, but damn it, this was some serious work that I have put to get this far. Don't turn around, bud. Oh, how dare you damage me? How dare you, sir? Create damage upon my person. I should have just bombed down. I literally stole a pile of bombs in anticipation of an eventuality like that, and I didn't use them. Quite silly of me. Silly indeed. I was a Tifa stan, and I was just flabbergasted that Aerith got all the damn attention, and you couldn't even get romantic with it. Psh, absolute bullshit. Then the debacle happened. The catastrophe, man. Absolute teenage obliteration. Final Fantasy VIII. You might think Rinoa. No, it was Quistis. It was Quistis. That hot teacher. I hate everything about this. And then later, as the story progressed, Rinoa did take over, because, you know, the game pushes you so hard into it, you also fall for it. But man, oh man, was like, oh man, this is a great love interest, because she's the first one that gets introduced as a real character. Quistis. Don't know again how the Anglo parlance will pronounce it. All this is Spanish media that I consumed. By the way, holy shit, I didn't realize it at the time. The localization for Final Fantasy VII was absolute hot garbage. It was so bad. The moment that I was looking at the shop, did not see the arrow trap. The moment I did realize it, I was deep into disc 4 or something like that, and Yuffie, she goes, you know, when you give something to somebody, you will present it and you say, here. In Spanish, you see, in English, the word here, it can be for here you go, this item, or it's also a word for here, this place. This is where we are right now. Well, the Spanish localization, Spanish has two words, separate words for those two concepts. The Spanish localization translated as this place, while Yuffie is giving you a thing. That was the first clue. She said, aquí, when she was giving you a thing. And that was when my switch flipped. Oh, wait a minute. This game is translated like ass. They're not just awkward and have strange dialogue. strange people. No. The translation is the problem. Because at the time, my English was not good enough to realize until something that obvious happened. So anyway, weird tangent there, but there you go. Wonder if it was ever patched at all in the re-releases that happened. Of course, not in the remake. That I assume that's not a problem in the remake, but maybe it was improved in all the, remaster or whatever the hell happened, all the different versions that happened later, the PC. I doubt it very much. I would doubt it enormously that got ever changed. That's Scorpion and my number. Holy crap. Okay. All right. Whoopla. Don't do it. That is not the jump that I meant to do. It was an excitement jump right there. Anyway, that's a weird tangent to get into, which kind of sparked another idea that I wanted to mention, and then I completely forgot it too. Quite tragic. This commentary disjointed as hell. I am in a tangent within a tangent right now. What a shit translation that was. Holy crap. Oh yeah, the second tangent was I tried the Final Fantasy VII remake. Wow! Oh, I actually not die. It made my dying sounds without actually dying. I discovered during Final Fantasy VII remake, I already had this suspicion, but I had never been fully exposed to it. The Japanese media mannerisms. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The Japanese media mannerisms, which I also noticed in Pragmata very recently. I'm like, I don't want any of that shit! I don't want to be exposed to it. It grates so much. I enjoy some anime like The Best Weeaboo, but it needs to tone that crap down by a lot, or I just cannot stand it. Although the weird, I'm sure if you are an aficionado of it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The kind of over wobbling of characters, just constantly kind of wobbling around and nodding and stuff. And of course, the non-stop vocalizations of every single onomatopoeia. I hear Monster Hunter Wilds was absolutely egregious about this, but man, was Final Fantasy VII so guilty of the vocalizations. Man, do they great. I cannot take it. Anyway, was really into Kiss This Hot for Teacher. Very cool, very nice. Final Fantasy VIII destroyed several years of my youth in a good way. It was quite an obsession. And it's in fact what started me writing. The very first of my writings was a Final Fantasy VIII fan fiction set into like 10 years into the future. Man, Squall was so cool. He was so damn cool. I made him the coolest guy ever. Oh, he was so great. You could probably still find it. I am currently, right now, internally debating, do I want to point you toward it? Because I am sure that if you go to fanfiction, fanfiction.com.net, but if you go to fanfiction.com and you search for it, you will find it. That shit's there forever. I don't want to mention it. I'm going to pass on it. It's too cringe. It's awful. Actually, it's called Warrior Soul by Fiero Lobo. I don't know if you'll find it. Good luck with that. I really hope you don't. You may die from an extreme case of atomic cringe. But that was the very first thing that I ever wrote and put out into the public. The first thing that I also was attempting to write in English. So, it does have some sentimental value, but I recognize how absolutely trash that shit was. As most fan fiction happens to be, the stigma, it is well earned of fan fiction, and it's really just natural, because who's writing fan fiction for the most part? Kids that are really into some kind of something, and they really get into they're really enthusiastic, but they have zero experience putting a story together. That's why fan fiction is such ass, because it is populated by really young, enthusiastic, but very inexperienced writers, So fan fiction is not bad because it's fan fiction. It's because the barrier of entry is completely non-existent. Welp. And it is for absolute total beginners. It is a great way, honestly, to start writing. Instead of cutting your teeth with a novel, it's in fact way better, in my humble opinion. If you are enthusiastic or fanciful about writing, start with fan fiction. You don't need to post it, but posting actually also helps, asking for honest feedback and all that. People will be way more forgiving to your crap. Well, I'm just gonna make this end. People will be way more forgiving to your crap. But the reason why it is a great place to start is because your first story is going to be shit. It's going to be just sewage poured right into somebody's eyeballs, okay? There's no way around this. It doesn't matter who the hell you are. It's going to be garbage. So might as well make it into a fan fiction story that is very low stakes. The second reason why it's a great place to start is because half the work's already done. You already have damn good characters to write stories about. All you need to worry about is like a plot, dialogue, that kind of thing, capturing the voice of the characters. Don't need to worry about creating compelling characters or setting. So, it's a great starting point if you want to get your wheels rolling into the entire endeavor of putting stories together. I would highly recommend it. But already, as you start with a mentality that is going to be trash, that is just gonna be bad, just like you would expect an improvised dish from a completely new cook to be trash, like you would expect my plumbing to be absolute trash. You are garbage at something that you have zero practice and know-how on. So, writing does have that weird expectation of, oh, anybody can do it and I should be good at it right at the start. My first novel should sell like hotcakes. How foolish of you. How foolish. Anyway, Baldur's Gate then happened. Imoen followed. Now, like, I'm consuming, as a teenager, I'm consuming a lot of media. So the timeline gets a little fuzzy. Imoen happens, hyper obsessive about it. But I think that happened after Planescape Torment's Anna. Planescape Torment, my favorite game of all time. Oh baby, that's not the way. Has my favorite waifu of all time, which is Anna the Tiefling. She's a spitfire, she is an asshole, and I was in love. Alright, okay. Yep, there it is. You know what? Whoopla. Get wrecked, son. Okay, get me out of here. That compass is going to save me massive times. Here in the ice caves is going to be great. Shove that up your butt. Straight down, buddy. Whoopla. Hey. And she is the reason why I started thinking about this entire series of video essays of talking about video game waifus. Because just remembering how much I liked her in that game, you don't really get much of a romance. I mean, Planescape Torment felt weird to have romance in it because you are a desiccated corpse of a character, but they do include it in there. It's just highly intellectual romance. She doesn't never actually confess any kind of feelings for you, but it's kind of there. It's implied, you know. 23 seconds, am I still here? Why am I still here? Just to suffer? How foolish. But I always remember her so fondly, man. I'm trying to decide the way forward. I saw those cobwebs and I was like, I want to get myself involved in this. Bruh. It was such a beautiful teleport. I got wrecked by the scumlord Arrow. She is the reason why I started thinking about all this. Let me go over here. There you go. Oh man, I need to get into the habit of teleport down and immediately up. And if it goes well, you teleport back down. That was glorious, my man. My man. The best. Jungle really is a teleporter filter, like the comment said that I now forget the author of. Put me out of my misery. I was going to say that she was voiced by Jennifer Hale, but no, that was Fall from Grace. It was another pretty well-known voice actress that voiced Anna, though. I don't know. Anyway, she was way more interesting than any other RPG character. Your typical damsel, she was not. She was not your usual, you know, well-intentioned, demure, and cute girl. She was always in your face, always pissed about everything. Like, if you met this person in person, you would think she's a complete nut job. In fiction, though, I can fix her. I can fix her, no problem. Put her in my party every day of the week. Absolutely. Absolutely obsessed with them titties. She did have a massive rack, but this did not alter my decision making in the slightest, okay? Had nothing to do. I honestly don't know if the big rack has anything to do, because now that I think back, it's like Tifa also had a very big rack. It's like, did that alter my perception of these characters? Or did I simply enjoy their personalities? I don't know. I sincerely do not actually appreciate... No, come on! I say myself the damage at the start. I sincerely do not like fan service, as it is known these days, when a game will give you that low camera shot of a girl's butt and as she bends down, that kind of thing. I'm like, I don't need it, man. If I wanted to look at this kind of stuff, there's no shortage of it anywhere I look. I don't need... Excuse me, sir. Are you some kind of mutant? I don't appreciate you. I don't appreciate you one bit. Being able to withstand my aggression. I mean, what made this happen, right? I could have used bombs to just get down here, huh? Incredible. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I saw her and I wanted her to die. As simple as that. Spiders have avenged Jacqueline's terrible, senseless demise. Ooh. Oh, come on, brother. I am literally offended right now. Absolutely. I hate this. 1-1, labyrinthine, unending. Get it out of here. Absolute garbage, my brother. That is triggered. Had to put a little bit of thought into it. Anyway. What I say Imoen was probably she was the last, because, you know, these are teenager hormones and teenager tendencies. It's when you're a kid, you don't just consume media, you want to be in the media. I made a mistake. Never punish, brother. Let's do it. Okay, this is it. This is the jetpack run that everybody's been waiting for. When you're a teenager, you don't just consume media, you want to be in the media. At least that was my thing. Oh, that was my thing when I was growing up. Anything that I really enjoyed, it wasn't enough to just like it. I really wanted to be part of it, especially as you're younger. It started with Jungle Book. Wanted to be right in that jungle. Then it was Ranma. I wanted to be part of that whole thing. Then there was... Oh, baby. Zero comment. Just carry on. Gargoyles was a really big one. Wanted to be one of them. You know. Get me out of here, my brother. This was awful. I hated everything about that. Just needed to get lucky. Did not get lucky. It's the thing. There was no lack of skill. There was no luck whatsoever involved in that entire run. And then, of course, Dragonlance was the pinnacle of that. I was so into that whole thing. It kickstarted my fantasy obsession. It was huge for me as a teenager. I'm just gonna keep going. It was huge for me as a teenager. Greeting the Dragonlance and wanting to be first Tannis and then Raistlin. As I read more, I wanted to be Tannis, but with Raistlin's power. That was my whole thing. Kind of wanted my cake and also to cough on it too. Just get the hell out of here. And it kind of then tapered off with my Baldur's Gate hyper obsession. I did not feel that whole thing of I want to be in the Forgotten Realms. It was more like, man, I really enjoy this. He goes, this is a great fantasy and all. But at that point, I could kind of make that distinction of this fiction. I don't need to be part of it. You know, it's just fiction that I really like. And as I speak about this, I realize, that's something that a lot of people are lacking, isn't it? That's how you get the furries and the weird weeaboos and the obsessive cosplayers and the people that act extremely strange. And all those people, because they don't have that disconnection as they grow up, they don't start realizing, oh, wait a minute, you know, fact and fiction are two different things. And while I can really enjoy the media, it is fundamentally unhealthy to be obsessed to the point that you want to be in the media and you feel sad that you're not and all that stuff. You know, oh, baby. Am I getting onto something here? Am I getting onto something or am I speaking crazy right now? Whoop. Anyway. Feel like it could easily be a 20 video series talking about all the waifus. Oople. I wanted to bomb down, but then I realized bombing down is not the answer. I saw the lines. I saw the execution. It's a lot. I'm just bombing straight through, my man. There's no winning in this situation. Oh, thank you, frog. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, the luck plus unluck combined fried my brain right there. To the point, you know, thinking about all this stuff, I went back and I sought the original Ranma. There was a remake made recently on Netflix, and I fully dismissed it as more modern remake slop. You know, Netflix remade a series. Wow, wonder if it's gonna be good. It's actually supposed to be really good, to the point I'm like, I'll probably sit down and watch it. But I you know, people say, talking online, like, holy crap, I am shocked that it's actually great. But I went over and I started rewatching the original, and this is stuff that I had not seen since I was 10 years old. I had it fully in my mind. I was like, I'm gonna cringe until I die as I watch this. I was shocked that I was actually chuckling and having fun. It's actually a really, really neat and funny series. Something I did not remember, though, is the level of there's a lot of horny stuff in Ranma. There's a lot of ecchi, as they call it. A lot of that fan service. But, you know, it's all kind of like played for laughs, always kind of cutesy. It doesn't feel like this sleazy type of ugh, makes you feel weird. It's just like, wow, all right, that's funny and all, but I didn't need to see the nipples so often, you know, that kind of thing. I did not remember that as a kid, to the point, like, did they maybe censor it in Spain? This was a Spanish dub thing. But maybe they censored some of those scenes, because I don't remember seeing so many breasts. There's no way there was that many breasts when I was a kid. I would remember a lot more if there were these many breasts in the TV show. I don't know. They may have edited, they may have not. I mean, this was a Saturday morning cartoon kind of thing. It was for kids. It's like, would they really display this for the children? I don't know. I mean, in one hand, you could say probably, because it's done so innocently and always played for laughs that it's like, it's nothing harmful here. And I really don't believe it is harmful at all. It's pretty damn innocent. Well, on the other hand, it's like, that's a few too many nipples for an 8-year-old. But, you know, for all the things that an 8-year-old might get exposed to, pretty sure that's pretty low on the list of harmful material. Anyway, that's the other thing that I did not remember. I also did not remember not even half the plots and characters. All I remember was the main premise, the main family, and me having a massive crush on Akane as a kid. Those are the things that I remember. And also Ryoga. Ryoga was a big favorite as a kid. Dude that just gets completely lost all the time for no reason whatsoever. Oh, I thought this was actually hidden. Actually a bad path. Oh, come on. The arrow led me astray. But not really, because I had the bombs to get there. If you have never watched this anime, it's all about a guy that is cursed, and when he gets doused with cold water, he becomes a girl. Whoopla. And it's all, you know, wacky shenanigans based around this entire premise. His father is the same deal, but with panda instead of girl. Perhaps the most funny and wholesome. It is quite funny. Okay. No. And I really did not remember. It was actually pretty damn funny. Pretty damn funny. Does it have funky, silly, Japanese type of stuff that kind of drives me nuts? Sure, that is the main reason I am not a big anime fan, because Japanese storytelling sometimes it grates. It is the reason I just could not stomach Attack on Titan anymore. Like my man, I cannot take another monologue. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I cannot do it. It's too much for me. I'm a pass. Okay, buddy. I gave it a good college try. This path is cursed. Cannot take another 10-minute scene of two still characters pouring their hearts out that makes absolutely no difference at all to the overarching story. It's too much for me. I started fast forwarding, and even that became intolerable. It was too much. Too much, okay? Stop judging me. Also, Attack on Titan kind of got stupid. Uh-oh. It's okay. I got this. I got this. He asked me, how dare I? Because that truly was an amazing humiliation. I threw that bomb in retaliation for the humiliation, is what I'm talking right now, because that was very upsetting. But maybe all these bombs will show me the path to victory. Or, you know, I'll punch the head. That's also a thing that could happen. What a piece of scum. It's okay. I have a good history of going throughout the entirety of the game without being hurt. I'm throwing bombs pretty gratuitously to kind of get into that mindset of using them to make my path down whenever I have a big pile of them. All I ask for is another teleporter. Man, I've been talking for 41 minutes, huh? Didn't realize that. I've been here for so long. Woo! Alright. Oh, well. Did not expect my man to keep going, but it's alright. Thank you for the trampoline, dumbass. Off we go into the exit. I grabbed sticky bombs and... what was that? 9 bombs? What the hell just happened down there? I don't know. Oh! Oh, this is bad. Yeah, this is just a bad path. Oh. Surely I can make it to the exit. Oh, yo! It's alright. It's okay. We got this. I mean, just out of principle, we're going to keep going. This is a beautiful, beautiful shopkeeper themed run. It's going to happen. We're going to get there, okay? Even grabbing Adam by the neck, dragging him all the way to where we want him to be. Oh, come on! That's bullshit. Stupid spider. What a piece of garbage. Well, everything goes according to plan. This is exactly what I anticipated would happen. Perfection. Perfection. Executed without a flaw. Nope. I guess I'm going forward. Unfortunately, I can't just spam bombs anymore. Whoa. But I kind of have to do it right here, because otherwise this path ain't happen. What even is this, my man? The stubborn, I mean, might as well come down here and grab myself a beautiful pile of bombs, right? Believe it or not, the dodge there was deliberate. Now, did I expect it to work? Maybe not. Maybe I did not expect that to work. Maybe I thought, okay, this is over. It didn't work out, though. Why not, right? It runs away. Shit. My man, be dead. Oh, yeah. Now I have a cape into the ice caves. Well, I'm not in the ice caves yet, but of course. This is just a joke. No speedrun necessary. I just want to get to the end. Whoop. Yup. He got through it, baby. Oh, nobody expected this incredible development. Oh. Well, that's a problem. I'm just gonna go down. Why have to be like this? Why have to be like this? Oh, man. Well, at least he got to fall forever. Against all odds, this run is actually still going. You can count on me to beat the odds. Grab the money and get through the exit, baby. Anyway, will I get around to it? Probably not. This entire series of talking about waifus. Okay. Because it takes work. It is so much easier to just start recording the video game, talk over the video game, and be done. Well, how? Uh-oh. It's alright. I got this. I got this. Need to remember that I have no ropes. But I do have 15 bombs. So we can maybe make our path. That's not the path. So let me just... I mean, the preemptive bomb is really not a bad... Uh-oh. The preemptive bomb is really not bad policy. Why am I carrying this? I just need to make sure to quickly recognize the proper path. Okay. What a curse. This is just atrocious. Don't get too close. Ah!